Hi, my name is Jenna Johnson, and I'm the Student Success Advisor for the CAPS Business Program at Bethel. I'm so excited that you've decided to join the program. Today I'm going to go over some important information from our office, the Office of Student Success and Retention. It's going to be really great information for you to know in order to be successful in your program. Again, I'm Jenna, and I'm your advisor because I am the primary advisor for the CAPS Business and Leadership programs at Bethel. So what that means is that I can help you with anything that you'd like, including scheduling, registration, or any questions that you have if you need to contact other offices or services at Bethel. If I'm unavailable for any reason, then you also might interact with my manager, Matt McCoy, who is a Student Success Manager of the CAPS and the Grad School Business and Leadership programs. You can find our contact information on the slide here. I would love to take a phone call from you at any point, but if you prefer to email us, you can also email us at caps-business@bethel.edu. Speaking of email, I would very much encourage you to check your Bethel email daily. There's going to be a lot of important information coming through there from either me or your instructors or even the program director. So I would definitely encourage you to check that at least once a day. I would also encourage you to use your Bethel email to contact our office or for any other Bethel-related communications. There are actually privacy laws for students, which means that we are not able to communicate with you with your private student information on a non-secure, non-Bethel email. So I would definitely encourage you to use your Bethel email for all school-related communication. It is also helpful to include your student ID number in any emails regarding scheduling or any of your student account information, because that is how we look up your account information in our databases. If you forget it, don't worry, we have ways that we can look that up, but it just saves us an extra step, so it's really helpful. It's really helpful to know how our academic calendar is laid out. We follow something called block scheduling, which means that all of your classes fall into a certain block. All blocks are 5 weeks, just like your classes, and the number of blocks in any given term depends on the season. So we have 3 terms during the year: fall, spring, and summer. And you can see during the fall term, we have 3 blocks. During the spring term, we have 4, and during the summer term, we have 2. So a standard paced schedule would be 9 classes per academic year. You can also see that the blocks overlap months quite often. This is not going to be accurate for every single year, but it does give you an idea of how our academic calendar is laid out. Understanding the academic calendar will really help you understand your course schedule or your course planner. When you first enrolled in Bethel, you may have received a document that looks like this. This is going to be a game plan of your next few terms. You might have noticed that your schedule is only planned out for the first few terms, and that is totally okay. If you are looking at your schedule and are seeing that you are getting to the end of it, then please contact me and we can help plan out more terms for you. I do want to mention that your course schedule does not equal registration. So just because there's a course on this document does not mean that you're automatically registered for it. The best way to confirm your registration is to email me, and I can either confirm that or I can help you through the registration process. I also want to mention that the first date of class on your schedule is not technically the class start date. You will see that for each course, there will be 5 dates listed. You would assume that the first date listed is the first day of class. However, we follow something in CAPS called preloading, and what that means is that your instructor might want you to complete assignments or forum posts that are due on that first date or even before. So I would highly encourage you to log into Moodle at least 1 to 2 weeks in advance of that first date on your schedule. You will also want to make sure that you can log into your MyBethel account. This is going to be your student portal, and you will have access to your student-related information, quick links, and even Bethel-related news and events. You can also access your billing statements, financial aid, or any other student account information that you need to know. Just think of your MyBethel as your official student portal. On the MyBethel website, you will also be able to access student academic information. For example, in the registration tab, you will be able to see a list of courses for any given term in case you're interested in seeing the courses that are available. You will also be able to add or drop courses yourself. You will be able to see the active courses that you have or the courses that you're already registered for, and you will be able to access your student records, such as your degree evaluation, which shows you the list of classes that you have taken and that you still need to take for your degree, or your unofficial transcript. And this is a really useful tool for those of you that are using tuition reimbursement through your jobs or through other means, where they ask for documentation for your final grades. You will be able to access that on your unofficial transcript, and you'll be able to download that from your MyBethel. You will also need to order textbooks and other resources that you need to be successful in your classes. Our online bookstore is called MBS Direct, and it's great because textbooks are available at least 45 days before the term starts. So best practice that I would recommend is to order your textbooks for all of your classes even before the term starts so that you don't need to stress out about that while you're taking classes. This is the best way to know which books to buy. You might see book lists elsewhere, but MBS Direct is going to have the most up-to-date, most accurate book list for every one of your classes. And the nice thing about ordering off of mbsdirect.net is that you do get free shipping. Obviously, if you find your books for cheaper elsewhere, then I would highly encourage you to save money, but I would definitely consult MBS Direct for the most up-to-date book list. I can take you through the website just so that you know how to order books. So this is the homepage that you will see when you type in www.mbsdirect.net into your browser. You will type in Bethel University, and then on the page that pops up, you will click Bethel University CAPS and GS because we are part of the CAPS program. It'll pop up with a window with the Bethel University logo, and then you can click Let's Get Started. You can then select Bethel University, and that will take you to a page where you can input all of your classes for that term by the course code and by the class title. It's really great because it generates a list of books for you for all of your classes broken down by class. So it's a really useful tool. And again, even if you're not going to order books off of this website, this is the place where you will go in order to find your book list. You are also going to want to make sure that you can log into your Moodle account. This is basically your online classroom. If you are a face-to-face student or an online student, you will be using this quite often. The main uses of Moodle are to access your syllabus and to see which assignments that you have that are upcoming or that may be due, to submit assignments, and to participate in online discussions. So if you are an online student, this is really where the bulk of your class happens. And even face-to-face students use this quite often. Courses are activated 1 to 2 weeks in advance. So for each course, you will have a Moodle tab. If you click on your Moodle tab and you don't see any information more than 2 weeks in advance, it might just be because your instructor has not activated it yet. However, if you click on your Moodle tab and you don't see any information and it's less than 1 week away from that first start date on your schedule, then definitely contact our office and we can help you troubleshoot any issues that may have arisen. This is not the place to find your final grades, to send emails, or to find textbook listings. Your final grades will be on your unofficial transcript, which again you can access on your MyBethel. To send emails, you will want to log into your Gmail account and use your bethel.edu address. And to find textbook listings, again, you will want to consult mbsdirect.net. Two things that I want to point out on your Moodle page are the orientation course for new students as well as the program resource tab. These are really great resources that actually stay active in your Moodle page for the duration of your time at Bethel. The orientation course for new students is a really great resource because it shows you everything that you need to do and everything that you need to set up in order to start your first class here. It has contact information for all of the different offices and resources on campus that we would highly recommend that you use. And it also has directions to set up things like your MyBethel account, your Moodle account, and your ID card as well. The Program Resource tab is put together by your program director, and it includes resources that are specific to you so that you can excel in your business classes. In the CAPS program, our schedule is built so that you can have the flexibility that you need as a professional student. A lot of you have full-time jobs, families, and other commitments outside of school. This means that at some point or another, you may have to drop or withdraw from a class, and that is totally okay. We are here to help you work with your schedule and to build you the best schedule that suits your needs. However, I do want to make sure that you understand the difference between a drop and a withdrawal. A drop is a 100% refund and the course will not show up on your transcript. A withdrawal is a refund based on the student request date, and it will appear on your transcript as a W until you perhaps take the class again. The deadline for drops is the Sunday after the first date of class listed on your schedule. So, if that first date on your schedule is on a Monday or a Tuesday, Wednesday, or a Thursday, the drop deadline will always be the following Sunday. You should contact our office no later than 11:59 p.m. on that Sunday if you are wanting to drop your class. Even if our office is closed over the weekend, feel free to email us or leave us a voicemail, and we will be able to process that with you as soon as possible. Obviously, you don't have to have these dates memorized, but the most important thing is to know that there are deadlines for drops and withdrawals, and each of those carry different consequences. So make sure if you're thinking about dropping or withdrawing from a class to contact us as soon as possible, and we'll be able to walk through that process with you. In your program, you are going to be taking several different types of classes, and it's really important that you understand the requirements that those classes fulfill. A lot of you will need to take general education classes. These are state requirements that every undergraduate student is required to take. You will also be taking classes in your program, so these will be classes in your major. The number of classes in your program depends on the program that you choose. Some majors have more classes than others. You will also be needing to take core classes. These are 2 classes that are required by Bethel and that all Bethel students must take at some point or another. And the last type of class that you may need to take are elective classes. These are classes that don't fulfill specific requirements or one of the 3 requirements listed above, but that you need to take in order to reach a certain credit count. All CAP students need to earn 122 credits in order to graduate. So some students come in with a lot of transfer credits, and after taking their gen eds, their program requirements, and their core classes, they have well above 122 credits. Other students come in with 0 or very low transfer credits, and after taking the first 3 types of classes, they still need credits in order to reach that 122 necessary to graduate. So that is when you would need to take elective classes. The great thing is that there are a lot of different possibilities for you to earn elective credits. The first one that I always start with are credits called prior learning assessment. And this means that if you have done any work trainings or certificates, maybe with work or for another purpose, you might actually be able to earn credit for those. That is super great because it means that you don't have to spend any more time or money or effort on your prior learning experiences or things that you've already done. So if you think that you have anything in that category, please reach out to us and we will be able to determine if that would count for elective credit or not. You also have the option to add a minor to your degree, and I recommend these to students who have a lot of elective credits to earn. It is a great way to kind of eat up those elective credits, and it is really great to be able to add that to your degree. There are certain restrictions for certain minors, but if you are interested in adding a minor to your degree, please reach out and I will be able to help you through that process. You also have the ability to test out of elective credits or even gen ed requirements through DSST or CLEP exams. These are just 2 different companies that facilitate these exams. The biggest thing, if you are interested in doing this, is to email me so that I can send you information about the types of exams that you would want to be looking for, and so that we can determine with the registrar what would actually count for credit for you. I wouldn't want you to go through the process of paying for an exam, taking it, and passing it, only to find out after the fact that it doesn't count for credit. So be sure to email me if this is something that interests you. You are also able to transfer in courses. If you find a class at another school that you are interested in taking, please let me know and we can determine if that will count for credit for you. Under the Program Resources tab in your Moodle page, there is something called an advising guide. And this is something that we have put together for you so that you can have all of the information you need from our office, the Office of Student Success. It has our contact information and the physical location of our office so that if you need to come in for a meeting or an appointment, you know where to go. And it also has some guidelines so that you can know what to expect of our office and so that you can know what you can do in order to maximize your advising experience. We want you to feel empowered in order to take ownership of your experience at Bethel, so this is a great resource for you to look over when you have the time. Finally, here's some important contact information, numbers that would be great to save in your phone, and emails that you might use quite frequently. Thank you so much for watching, and I really look forward to working with you.